What if Captain America didn't just save the past, but doomed the future? What if Steve Rogers' quiet life with Peggy Carter created the greatest threat the multiverse has ever faced? This story isn't about shields anymore, it's about a child who should never exist and changes everything forever. In Avengers Endgame, we watched Steve return the Infinity Stones, then choose love over war, staying in the past. He danced with Peggy, aged peacefully, and passed the shield to Sam Wilson. Marvel framed this as closure, yet leaks suggest this decision secretly fractured time itself badly across realities everywhere. According to leaked Avengers Doomsday material, Steve didn't create a branch timeline. He lived inside the sacred timeline, meaning two Steves existed simultaneously. That impossible overlap produced a biological child with Peggy Carter, a living paradox whose birth violated every TVA rule established in Loki and shattered temporal order completely. A leaked teaser reportedly shows elderly Steve in the 1950s opening a safe, revealing his Captain America suit. Then comes the shock, Steve holding a baby. That single image reframes Endgame, transforming a romantic ending into the inciting incident for multiversal collapse and endless catastrophic incursions across realities everywhere now. In Marvel lore, incursions are collisions between universes, first fully explored in Jonathan Hickman's Avengers and New Avengers comics. When realities overlap, worlds die. The MCU already teased this in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Steve's child becomes the spark accelerating these unstoppable cosmic disasters that erase existence itself completely. This is where Doctor Doom enters. Played by Robert Downey Jr., this Doom reportedly comes from a destroyed future, possibly the 31st century. In his world, Doom was a hero, a king, even married to Sue Storm, before incursions annihilated everything he loved, including his entire universe forever lost. From Doom's perspective, Steve Rogers isn't a savior. He's the architect of extinction. By choosing personal happiness, Steve destabilized reality. Doom's crusade in Doomsday isn't random villainy, it's moral vengeance. He believes erasing Steve's legacy is justice for infinite dead worlds and forgotten timelines across existence itself everywhere endlessly destroyed. Leaks suggest Doom is capturing children across the multiverse. Not ordinary children, but legacy offspring tied to cosmic power. This echoes Secret Wars, where Molecule Man powered Battleworld. The MCU modernizes this by turning the next generation into living anchors for collapsing realities and dying universes everywhere simultaneously now collapsing. One major target is Franklin Richards, son of Reed Richards and Sue Storm. In the comics, Franklin reshapes universes with thought alone. Fantastic Four post-credit rumors show Doom observing Franklin closely. Doom plans to use Franklin's power to stitch broken universes into his twisted new reality called Battleworld itself. Another crucial target is Steve Rogers' child. Unlike Franklin, this child's power isn't cosmic energy, it's temporal DNA. Born from time travel, this child exists outside linear causality. Doom needs that anomaly to stabilize timelines tearing themselves apart, making the child the perfect temporal anchor for collapsing multiversal survival efforts. Other rumored targets include Love, Thor's adopted daughter introduced in Love and Thunder, and possibly T'Challa's unseen son. Each represents legacy, hope, and future power. Doom doesn't just steal strength, he steals tomorrow itself, shaping Battleworld from stolen destinies and broken bloodlines across shattered universes and dying timelines everywhere now. But who is Steve Rogers' child? Marvel has multiple versions. The strongest candidate is Sharon Rogers from Marvel Future Fight. She's the daughter of Steve and Peggy in a timeline without ice. Trained as a spy, she wields a shield and energy lance with deadly precision and tactical brilliance always. Sharon Rogers fits the MCU perfectly. She embodies Peggy's intelligence and Steve's moral compass. Introducing her allows Marvel to explore inherited heroism without replacing Captain America. Instead, she becomes proof that Steve's love created something powerful, dangerous, and tragically hunted by Doom's ruthless campaign across collapsing multiversal frontlines everywhere now. Another possibility is James Rogers from Next Avengers Heroes of Tomorrow. Son of Steve and Natasha Romanoff, he uses advanced shield tech and tactical genius. While beloved, his parentage clashes with the MCU's Peggy-focused arc, making him less likely, but still thematically relevant within multiversal legacy storytelling frameworks now. Ian Rogers, also known as Nomad, offers darker depth. In comics, he's biologically Arnim Zola's son, raised by Steve in Dimension Z. Introducing Ian would explore nature versus nurture, showing Steve's influence can create heroes even from villainous origins, complicating Doom's judgment about inherited guilt and destiny itself everywhere now. More extreme variants exist. Sarah Rogers, daughter of Steve and Rogue, wields Mjolnir in a what-if timeline. The Ultimate Universe presents a horrifying version where Steve's son becomes a villain called Red Skull. These options remind us legacy can inspire salvation or absolute ruin across timelines and realities everywhere. In Doomsday's opening act, Doom reportedly manipulates heroes as a tragic ally. He may pit the Avengers against Fox's X-Men, echoing Avengers vs. X-Men comics. This distraction allows Doom to move unseen, harvesting anchors while heroes fight each other, blind to the true threat, destroying everything they protect unknowingly now. Act 2 escalates brutally. Doom destroys the Time Variance Authority, erasing Loki's control of the sacred timeline. Scenes reportedly include Loki confronting Doom near the World Tree. Multiversal Avengers assemble, featuring Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine from fractured universes colliding violently together everywhere now on screen, massively unified. Throughout this chaos, Steve Rogers emerges from retirement. Haunted by guilt, he realizes love caused annihilation. He reforges his shield, possibly in Wakanda, standing beside Sam Wilson. This isn't about reclaiming the mantle, it's about taking responsibility and protecting the child he created from Doom's merciless pursuit everywhere across realities. The final act reportedly unfolds at Yggdrasil, Loki's throne. Doom kills a major Thor variant, proving unstoppable. Doctor Strange may fall under Doom's influence, mirroring comic arcs. Ultimately, the multiverse collapses. Battleworld is born, constructed from fragments of dead realities, ruled by Doom through fear, control, and stolen children's power. Steve's child survives as a narrative keystone. Doom needs the child alive to maintain Battleworld. The Avengers need the child free to restore reality. This transforms the character into more than legacy. They become the literal future of existence, carrying timelines within their blood and multiversal hope everywhere now embodied. Wonder Man series reportedly references making the last movie on Earth, hinting at Doomsday's countdown. This meta line reinforces stakes. Earth 616 is dying. Steve's choice echoes across franchises, proving small personal decisions can unravel cosmic order when made by symbols like Captain America within Marvel's evolving mythic storytelling universe. Emotionally, this story reframes Steve Rogers. He isn't wrong for loving Peggy, but consequences matter. Doomsday challenges the MCU's moral certainty. Heroes aren't gods. Their happiness can cost universes. Steve's child embodies that tragic truth, forcing heroes to confront uncomfortable accountability for actions once celebrated as heroic victories everywhere now. For Doom, the child represents balance through control. For the Avengers, the child represents redemption through sacrifice. This ideological clash elevates Doomsday beyond spectacle. It becomes philosophy in armor, asking whether destiny should be corrected, preserved, or completely rewritten, regardless of personal pain and loss suffered across realities everywhere eternally. Ultimately, Captain America's child could reshape Marvel's future. They bridge past and future, classic and modern, heroism and consequence. Whether warrior, symbol, or sacrifice, their existence explains why Doomsday happens at all. One quiet dance created the loudest apocalypse imaginable across infinite universes, timelines, realities, dimensions, futures, destinies, legends, forever. This theory-driven narrative aligns with Marvel's obsession with legacy. From Iron Man mentoring Spider-Man to Thor guiding love, the MCU constantly asks who inherits power. Steve's child answers that question with devastating weight, proving legacy can destabilize reality as easily as it can inspire hope across timelines everywhere always. In Secret Wars comics, Doom becomes God Emperor, ruling Battleworld. Doomsday appears to be his origin. By tying his rise to Steve's child, Marvel personalizes cosmic catastrophe. It's no longer abstract destruction. It's the result of love, regret, and one man's impossible choice echoing across multiversal history, fate, consequence, eternity. If handled carefully, this child could anchor the next saga. They might survive Secret Wars into a rebuilt universe, becoming a guardian of timelines. or they may sacrifice themselves to reset everything. Either way, their impact defines Marvel's boldest narrative gamble yet for future cinematic storytelling everywhere globally now unfolding. Steve Rogers always represented hope without consequence. Doomsday challenges that myth. By giving him a child, Marvel humanizes him completely. Heroes can love, but love has cost. And sometimes, saving one life can doom infinite others across universes, realities, timelines, dimensions, futures, histories, myths, legends, stories, everywhere, forever, eternally, now. This is why Captain America's child isn't just a twist. They are the spine of Doomsday's story. Without them, Doom has no cause, Battleworld has no power, and the multiverse has no reason to fall. Everything begins, and possibly ends, with this impossible birth that shattered destiny itself everywhere eternally. Marvel thrives when emotion drives spectacle. Infinity War worked because of loss. Doomsday may succeed because of responsibility. Steve's child forces characters to choose between hearts and universes. That tension is powerful, tragic, and deeply Marvel, blending comic philosophy with cinematic scale on unprecedented global storytelling levels everywhere now unfolding. As leaks suggest, Doomsday ends with loss, not victory. The multiverse dies. Heroes fail, but stories continue. Steve's child may carry memory forward, ensuring sacrifice isn't meaningless. In Marvel, endings are beginnings, and this child could define the next age of heroes across reconstructed realities, timelines, futures, legends, everywhere, always. This theory doesn't diminish Steve Rogers. It elevates him. His greatest battle isn't against Thanos, but consequence itself. Facing Doom means facing the cost of choosing personal peace over cosmic duty. That makes Doomsday deeply personal, not just another end-of-the-world event threatening everything beloved everywhere once again. For longtime fans, this echoes classic Marvel tragedy. Power demands sacrifice. Responsibility never ends. Steve's child embodies that lesson physically. They are living proof that even perfect heroes create imperfect futures. And sometimes fixing that future requires letting go of what you love most to save everyone else everywhere eternally. As Avengers Doomsday approaches, one truth stands clear. Captain America's legacy isn't a shield, a title, or even a man. It's a choice echoing forever. And that choice, given flesh and blood, may decide the fate of all realities across infinite timelines, universes, dimensions, stories, myths, legends, futures, everywhere, always. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Marvel's darkest theory, remember, these stories evolve daily, leaks shift, meanings deepen, and connections expand. The beauty of Marvel lies in speculation, imagination, and passion shared by fans who love exploring what could be hiding beyond the next end credits scene somewhere unseen. Captain America's child may never throw a shield on screen, yet their shadow looms over everything. They are the reason Doom rises, the reason heroes fall, and the reason Marvel dares to destroy its universe to rebuild something stronger from the ashes of loss and sacrifice everywhere, always now unfolding. This is Marvel storytelling at its most ambitious. It risks anger, heartbreak, and awe. By tying the end of everything to the most human decision imaginable, love, Doomsday transforms spectacle into tragedy. And tragedy, more than explosions, is what makes legends endure across generations, cultures, timelines, universes, everywhere, forever, always. As we wait for Avengers Doomsday, remember Endgame differently. That final dance wasn't an ending. It was a beginning, a paradox wrapped in romance, destined to unravel reality itself. Sometimes the happiest endings write the darkest sequels in cinematic history, mythology, storytelling, universes, timelines, futures, legends, everywhere, always, forever, now. The child of Captain America is not a gimmick. They are a warning. Power without foresight destroys worlds. Love without consequence shatters timelines. And even the purest heroes must answer for what they leave behind when they choose themselves over the universe and its fragile balance everywhere, always now broken. This theory connects comics, films, and future sagas into one devastating loop. Steve saves the world, creates a child, Doom rises, and reality dies. It's poetic, brutal, and unforgettable. That's why Captain America's child could be the most important character Marvel has ever created within cinematic history, everywhere, forever, now. If Marvel commits fully, Doomsday may redefine superhero cinema, not with bigger villains, but with deeper consequences. And at the center stands a child, born of love, hunted by gods, carrying the weight of infinite universes on their shoulders as destiny watches, waits, judges, and decides everything everywhere forever now. That's the terrifying beauty of this theory. Captain America didn't fail by fighting. He failed by choosing peace. And that choice, human and understandable, may force the entire multiverse to pay the price in Avengers Doomsday as consequences ripple endlessly, violently, tragically, across realities, timelines, universes, futures, legends, forever now. If this storyline unfolds, Doomsday won't just end worlds. It will challenge how we view heroes forever. And that is Marvel at its boldest, asking fans to grow alongside its characters, confronting uncomfortable truths hidden beneath iconic masks and patriotic symbols that define generations, myths, ideals, identities, everywhere, always, now. So if you want more deep Marvel theories, breakdowns, and Doomsday updates, make sure to subscribe to FilmVerse Hollywood. Like the video, share your thoughts, and stay tuned, because the multiverse is breaking, and we're here to explain every shocking piece of it as chaos unfolds everywhere, always, forever, now.